The baseline is designed to create an emotional response.
I've seen things you won't believe.
More human than human.
Make you question everything.
If you think Nubbin is fiction, you need to think again. The Turing test was simple. If you spoke to an AI and couldn't tell that it wasn't human, it passed the test. But here is what no one is ready for. What happens when the test moves from conversation to real emotions? If a machine can make you actually feel something without you knowing it's artificial, hasn't AI already passed the Turing test? Hello to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ian and this is Baseline. Welcome to everybody new. We're not just watching how the future unfolds, we're here to actually understand what's going on. And let's start by talking about Ticker Systems Nubbin from the latest Black Mirror season. It's fictional. A neural plugin that lets you curate memories, adjust your emotions, and relive dreams. But actually the pieces of that technology are already here. Neuralink is planting chips into human brains. Meta is investing billions into neural wristbands and augmented reality, the metaverse. And OpenAI are building AI models that can simulate desire and human emotion. They can even simulate empathy. And the latest OpenAI language model, GPT 4.5, got 73% in the Turing test just last week. So 3 out of 4 times, it's deceiving humans into thinking it's an actual human, not a machine. You've played GTA. I've been playing GTA for decades. You've dropped into Fortnite. You've played Call of Duty. You've been in these digital realities. And maybe when you play these games, you feel something real. You feel the adrenaline. You feel the emotion. You rage quit. But imagine if that world wasn't on a screen. It was in your head. In my Baseline episode with Gavin Ray, we explored how just prompting and working with generative AI can already reshape thoughts and emotions. So this just isn't about gaming anymore. It's about the architecture of experience and how our realities unfold around us. And the reality is augmented reality and virtual reality. They're already operational in business. You may not know, but they're functional and operational in the military and government too. The US military for a while now has been using immersive mixed reality training. Companies like Accenture, they onboard new employees in a digital world, in a metaverse. And these aren't side projects. They're not innovation programs. They're frontline deployments, leading the way these businesses and organizations function. That's why in the next 2 or 3 Baseline episodes, we're going to go really deep on this subject. We're going to go further. We're going to expose things that you've probably never seen before and that will shock you. One of the guests leads the human-machine interface research department in one of the most prestigious and largest London universities. The very essence of thoughts can be translated into digital signals. The other one that is coming soon is with an organization called Make Real. They're building augmented reality tools that are already in production in the UK defence sector, in government, and in major industries in the UK. These conversations, they're going to reveal things that are going to surprise you. They're going to shock you, and they're going to make you realize that the fictional Nubbin technology from Ticker Systems on Black Mirror is not as far away as you may think. What you're going to learn in the next few conversations that we record on Baseline, they're going to make you question the fabric of reality itself. I want to leave you with a closing thought. Elon Musk, who we all know, he's previously stated that he believes we're all living in a simulation. In fact, to quote him, there's a 1 billion to 1 chance that we're actually living in base reality. And if all of this excites you, Nubbin, neural tech, these immersive worlds, the idea that we can manufacture environments in our own realities, wait until you watch some of the content and some of the discussions around quantum computing. I've been in classical computing for over 20 years, and what's happening in the quantum engineering is blowing my mind. The reality of quantum computing at the moment is that the chip, the processor in the computers are cooled down to one of the coldest points in our very universe. It's near absolute zero, where atoms themselves no longer move, no longer vibrate. And the reason why these chips are brought to that temperature is to enable them to draw power and energy from parallel universes and parallel realities. This isn't science fiction. This is how quantum tunneling actually works. The scientists, the engineers, the governments, they're not telling the population, but this is baseline, and we're just getting started. We're having these conversations and learning to share with you. So thank you so much for subscribing. It's a crazy journey that we're on, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.